Hi, I am an entrepreneur and I own a business. It's a piano music studio, and I'm a piano teacher. I'm a researcher in piano education, and I try to understand the psychology of learning and what are the obstacles and what are the solutions to these obstacles. I was very focused on my work. I pretty much work like a very dedicated researcher. Today, I wanted to talk to you about just a condensed summary of that experience and how my dedication to learning and teaching helped me as an entrepreneur. So when I first started out teaching, um, I wasn't really very much into making money or wearing a title. I was just there to help little kids to feel good about who they are at the piano. And I was always doing my best to deliver a lesson, whether people pay me very little or nothing, or they pay me a lot. That was never the focus. And I continued to do that, I would say for the most part, 7 days a week for about, oh my goodness, for years and years. But I think I took a summary of my work in year maybe 13 or 14. I realized I that I pretty much took an inventory of my past, and what I realized was that when people were paying me $15, I was doing my best to give them something that was maybe market value of $30. And then when people were paying me 25, when I moved to the city, I was giving them something like $55 worth of service. And not knowing that I was doing it because I didn't care about the money. I was just very much into my work. I was delivering really high quality lesson material, and children were happy. They were progressing, and even if most of them didn't practice, they were still like accelerating at the piano. So parents were happy. They thought they had geniuses in their own. And so then after a while, I was able to raise 25 to 35, after like a year and a half, 2 years. And then that same year, I was able to raise to 45. And then I think maybe 35, 45. And then a year later, it was $45. It was 55. And then the following year was 65. So I was able to go from 25 to 65 in maybe 3 years time, 2, 3 years time. And of course, when I was doing it, I wasn't sure if people would pay. I had the feeling that people would, but I wasn't sure. And so I gave it a try. And I stayed at 65 for a long time. I was teaching 50 classes a week, and I was very, very busy. Then I got sick, and so I had to reevaluate my service. What is the quality I'm delivering? And how much are the children progressing? And so I had to reevaluate, and I realized that people would pay me maybe 6 times the market rate. So so then I was playing around with the pricing, and I was able to now charge 10, maybe 20 times the market rate. And that is only because that I worked hard in a way regardless of the money. And so this is what happened. At the time I was going through this, I didn't know, but now I could share with you what I know today, and that is, I people pay me. They say that people pay me $10, and I was giving them $20 worth of service. Um, these people who were paying me $10 will not pay me 20 because that wasn't a deal, and that was okay with me. But the new people, the people that come after them, would pay me 20. So as I'm working with these new people who are paying me 20, I'm giving them $50 worth of service. These people are not going to pay me $50, you know, per lesson. But the people that come after them would pay me $50. You see, and then while I'm working with these newer clients, I learn and try different ways to deliver something that's worth more than $50. They say it's $80. And then again, you know, they won't pay me 80, but the new people that come in will pay me 80. And so that's what happened. And this is something that I did for real. I was going through it not knowing I was doing exactly that, but looking back, the only reason people would pay me, you know, $800 a lesson is because that I can give them something that they cannot buy elsewhere. Where are they gonna find accelerated piano lessons for a 3-year-old toddler who just, you know, everyday child who isn't a Mozart? Most of us are not Mozart. So what is the millions of non-Mozart 3-year-old toddler going to do at the piano? So they could only come to me. So I feel like that's very entrepreneurial of me, maybe accidentally. But I would suggest that if you are an entrepreneur, to always step up and deliver much, much, much more to your clients, customers, than whatever they're paying you. If you own a Chinese restaurant, you know, a $10 dish, well, give them something that's worth $15 experience or dish. And then they'll come back. They'll come back. And then the new people will follow suit and willing to pay you the $15 dish. So I hope this helps. If you have any suggestions, if you want more details, I could definitely share more with you. Please comment below, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.